This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm joined by the one person who got the most views ever on a Fred Talks Fighting interview, Joe Forier. Joe, it's good to see you again.
See you. Good to see
How
you.
you been?
I look good. Your sweater looks red as always.
You're keeping the same standards, still humble, same standards.
Yeah,
Unlike you have the very nice outfit.
Fred, I want to discuss.
Bought new watches.
When we first met, you're a humble guy doing it out of your mum's bedroom. Last time I checked, you're on yachts with girls everywhere. Talk me through this. Talk me through this. How have you somehow turned into Joe Fournier?
Well, who doesn't want to be Joe Fournier? Am I right?
Good answer. I'll drop the mic on that.
Who wouldn't be? How is life though? I haven't seen you in person since the KSI defeat.
I never lost
sorry,
the KSI.
No. My mistake.
Defended.
The KSI fight.
The KSI fight where he cheated, elbow, didn't want the rematch, ran away and retired. That one.
Well, technically speaking,
Yeah.
I don't know. The KSI rematch never happened.
Yeah, because he didn't. We had a rematch clause, and then he didn't want to sign it
Why?
because he knew he'd get beat. He had one round where I hadn't fought in a year and a half. I was a bit rusty. I'm an old man, and all he had was a good round. So he won one round and then ran away forever. Now he's retired.
Do you think KSI retired because he's scared of fighting you in the rematch?
That's the only reason he's retired. Simply because he doesn't want the rematch with me. At some point he knew that I'd still be there. And then he just was like, nah, I just can't face Joe anymore. I can't mentally accept that Joe will knock me out sooner or later, so I better retire. Use other excuses. So I'm fed up. I'm done with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in your mind now, I was sitting with you earlier watching the fights. You want to get back in there though. You want one last hurrah.
I wanted to fight on this show, but Mams didn't write the check.
One of the fighters is Norwich guy out, just be Annie Taylor, just walking out now. Hence all the noise. What about you versus Tyron Woodley?
I mean, he just got knocked out. Is he going to fight again? Pretty nasty knockout.
Anderson Silva then, one step above.
Yeah. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I want to have one more fight. I've always said that. I've said that for the last year and a half. I wanted the KSI rematch straight away. I made it. It was in all the news. I was very clear about it. We had everything was signed. Everyone was agreed. And then he went and retired. He went and ducked me, as they say. So it was disappointing. But maybe I'll move up to heavyweight, fight one of these guys, fight Tate. If he wins tonight, why not? I fought David Hay at heavyweight. I did fine there, so maybe that could be a good fight.
How does you and Tate go?
I've never seen him fight, to be honest. So I couldn't tell you. I know that because I know he was quite friendly with David Hay at one point in their lives, and I know David said he was pretty decent. So I think he's going to be, pretty good. I think he'll win tonight. From what I've been told, but I've personally never seen him fight. But look, at the end of the day, you saw yesterday with Jake Paul's fight. I happen to be undefeated. No one's ever managed to beat me, right? But it's not that I care about that. I just enjoy boxing. Do you know what I mean? Like, boxing is something that motivates me, that gets me excited, and I want to do it. And obviously, like, I only want to do it if it's a huge fight, because otherwise I have a really good life. I go on this plane here. Tomorrow I'm flying to the Maldives. Then I'm in Tulum. I've got shit to do. So if I'm going to take 3 months out of my life and take a fight seriously, it's got to be a pretty cool fight. It's got to be something where everyone's going to talk about it for years. Unfortunately, the last time I did that, everyone talked about the illegal elbow, and that wasn't really what I wanted. I wouldn't have minded losing if I lost fair and square, but, it kind of, that's why I won that one last fight. It was like a bittersweet way to finish a illustrious career like mine, WBA international champion, headlining, Wembley, and fighting in Miami against David Hay, and just some big things. And then to kind of finish on a disqualification to my opponent is a bit, so that's kind of like, I'd like one more massive fight. But yeah, you're talking about the names that would get me excited is Andrew Tate, because if he wins tonight, he'll be the heavyweight champion, and I don't need to cut weight like I had to with KSI, or KSI if he makes a U-turn and actually takes a fight against me. Who else is there that kind of could be interesting? Jake, Jake comes back, he might want a fight, that maybe he'll think he'll win easily, so maybe I'll take that challenge. Logan, I don't think is really fighting anymore. Tommy Fury, I don't think, he's kind of disappeared, hasn't he? Is he not with Misfits anymore?
Well, I think he'll come back and fight next. I think he'll come back and fight next year. But as of right now, he's on the sidelines.
Yeah. So I don't really. There's not that many fights that would be exciting. Who would you like to see me fight?
Anderson Silva.
Anderson Silva. Yeah, I mean, look,
that's an exciting fight.
On the same show as Anderson Silva. I fought David Haye on the same night. Anderson
He was on your
Silva.
undercard.
Yeah, he was on my undercard. So that'd be quite a good fight. I got a lot of respect for Anderson Silva as an MMA fighter and as a person. Actually, the way he carried himself in that fight. Behind the scenes, when you got all the interviews and how everyone's treating everyone. He was the most genuinely kindest person out of all the fighters. He gave me his merchandise because I'm a fan of Anderson Silva, so that'd be cool to fight Anderson Silva. I mean, and he's still handy.
Yeah.
I mean
he looked very good yesterday. The uppercut.
The flick the ankle uppercut. Jeez, that is like a highlight reel knockout. I mean, he made a short work of Tyron Woodley, who isn't shit. He can fight, but yeah, he made it look like it was easy work. So yeah, Anderson Silva could be a good one. Why not?
Certainly.
Yeah, but then he's with MVP, isn't he?
It was a one-fight deal, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So look, anything's possible. I think if I don't fight next year, I'm gonna retire.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It says 2026, now or never.
Yeah, I think if by June 2026 I haven't fought or signed a contract, I'm enjoying my summer on my boat, and that's the end of it. And I'll go down as an undefeated legend, the GOAT as they call me on the Twitter streams, and that'll be it. And Fred, I'll pass the torch to you to get all the girls and travel the world and be on private jets.
Doesn't sound too bad. Doesn't sound too bad indeed. Before I let you go though, your reaction to Anthony Joshua knocking out Jake Paul?
I had a good summer. Anthony Joshua came to Mykonos. We hung out this summer, so we had a good laugh.
It was cool?
He's a super cool guy. Really, really great vibes, great energy, and a really good
What did he think of your fight against KSI? Did he watch it? Did you guys talk about that?
We didn't, actually. We talked about my fight with David, me and David Haye. I don't think he watched the KSI and I fight. But yeah, he's a real nice guy. We had a really good time, and I know he's really excited about coming back, like in a big way. So he really told me he was back in Spain training with Usyk. And he wants one more go at it. To be honest with you, he fights for the love. He's made hundreds of millions, right? Like, he doesn't really need to do it anymore. But he still had the fire in his belly. We were sitting down having lunch. He was drinking water. I was drinking champagne. And he was like, really still wanted to go at it. So I think... I think he's going to beat Tyson Fury if they fight. So. I think I call AJ to win, yeah.
Okay. Will you go to it?
I would go to that, yeah. Maybe I'd fight Tommy Fury in the undercard.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He'll probably want... Tommy probably would box on the undercard of that. It would make sense. What did you think about Jake Paul getting knocked out by AJ, though?
Listen, Jake Paul just made 100 million himself yesterday in a day. It took me quite a long time to make 100 million, so fair play to him. I think he showed, listen, Jake Paul's good now. Like, whatever anyone wants to say, he's good. He's a good... he comes here and he beats anyone in this promotion, I think. Right, personally, okay? Not disrespecting Misfits, because I fought on Misfits, but I'm just saying, he's fought continuously for 10 years. And he started at 21, right? Yeah. 21. So if you take anyone at 21 and go, look, here's 10 years, unlimited budget, train really hard and fight, and he takes it seriously. You saw he takes it. That punch that he got hit with, he's got a good chin. Because that punch would have put people unconscious for a long time. So a lot of respect for Jake yesterday. I called him out today. We talked about fighting before the KSI fight. He said,
the Triller, when you're fighting on Triller, right? Those Triller days.
Yeah.
There's a very angry guy over there who's talking on the phone. Anyway, about Jake.
Yeah, so I think I called him out when I won on the Triller fight. We were going to do that fight. Then he left Triller. Then when I was fighting KSI, he's like, all right, you beat KSI, we have we'll fight. Okay. So obviously that ended up being a no contest. So I was like, all right, let's do it, Jake. And then Mike Tyson. So I think he had a few big fights lined up. Mm-hmm. But I think he'll need a warm-up or in his head, an easier fight. Because I'll be 43 in January. Wouldn't have fought in 2.5 years. It's a good fight for him. I'm a name. He's going on to be a mega superstar now, right? You know what I mean? So for him, it's a walk in the park, really. Why not have that fight, that older, and get one up on KSI? Because he couldn't beat me, so maybe he'll want that fight just kind of out of nostalgia. That would be a good one. But yeah, listen, respect. He's got a broken jaw. He's going to drink out a straw. But 100 million is going to make him feel a lot better.
A diamond straw.
Yeah, a diamond straw, probably a new Lamborghini, another plane.
Yeah.
And he might be as rich as me soon.
If he works hard enough.
And he fights Joshua another 9 times, maybe.
Indeed. Awesome. Well, Joe, it's lovely to see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time, and yeah, best of luck for what you do in 2026.
I told Fred to buy a luxury watch, so next time you see Fred, he'll be rocking a Rolex, baby.
A Batman.
Batman.
Awesome. Thank you.